Cockatoo Island has a long history as a convict penal establishment. In 1839, the island was chosen as a site for a new penal establishment to accommodate the growing number of convicts arriving in New South Wales. The first convicts arrived on the island in 1842. The convicts were used for a range of labor-intensive tasks, including quarrying, construction, and shipbuilding. The conditions on the island were harsh, and the convicts were subject to strict discipline and punishment. However, the island also provided opportunities for education and skills training, and many convicts were able to learn new trades and improve their prospects for employment after their release. The penal establishment on Cockatoo Island continued to operate until 1869, when it was closed due to declining convict numbers and concerns about the high cost of maintaining the island as a penal establishment. Today, the island's convict history is an important part of its heritage, and visitors can explore the island's former convict quarters and other historic buildings to learn more about this fascinating period of Australian history. The convict barracks on Cockatoo Island are one of the island's most significant historic buildings. The barracks were built between 1849 and 1852 and were designed to house the growing number of convicts being transported to New South Wales. At its peak, the barracks could accommodate over 500 convicts at any one time. The barracks were constructed using sandstone quarried from the island itself and were designed to be durable and functional. The building consists of 3 levels, with narrow windows and heavy iron bars to prevent escape. The interior of the building was Spartan, with large dormitory-style rooms and communal eating areas. Today, the convict barracks on Cockatoo Island have been restored and preserved as an important heritage site. Visitors to the island can explore the building and learn about the harsh living conditions experienced by convicts during the early years of Australia's colonisation. The barracks offer a fascinating glimpse into the island's past as a penal establishment and the role it played in shaping the history of Australia. Overall, Cockatoo Island offers visitors a unique opportunity to explore the history of Australia through the lens of this fascinating island, which has played an important role in the country's development and growth over the past 2 centuries. Isolation cells were an important feature of the penal establishment on Cockatoo Island. These cells were used to punish and discipline convicts who had committed serious offences, or who were considered to be particularly troublesome. The isolation cells were small, cramped, and dark, with minimal ventilation and no natural light. They were located in the basement of the convict barracks, and prisoners were often confined to them for extended periods of time. The conditions in the isolation cells were harsh and designed to break the spirits of even the most hardened convicts. Prisoners were often left in complete darkness, with no food or water, and were subjected to extreme temperatures and uncomfortable conditions. The cells were also infested with rats and other vermin, making them even more unpleasant. Today, visitors to Cockatoo Island can explore the island's isolation cells and see for themselves the conditions in which prisoners were confined. The cells serve as a reminder of the harsh and unforgiving nature of the penal system in the early years of Australia's colonisation, and the toll it took on those who were forced to endure it. Cockatoo Island has a rich industrial history, and 2 of the island's key industries were quarrying and timber milling. Quarrying, sandstone quarrying began on Cockatoo Island in the early 19th century, and the island's sandstone was highly prized for its durability and attractive appearance. The sandstone was used for a range of purposes, including building construction, road paving, and monument making. The quarrying operations on the island were highly labor-intensive, and many convicts were employed in the quarrying and cutting of the stone. Today, visitors to Cockatoo Island can explore the island's quarries and see the remains of the equipment and infrastructure used in the quarrying operations. Lumberyard. In addition to quarrying, Cockatoo Island was also an important center for timber milling. The island's location in the heart of Sydney Harbour made it a convenient site for receiving timber from other parts of the country,